questions to ask throughout a campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on even deep diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch alongs to the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South they flying, keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Alright, Eagle Eye Football here, Crystal Palace 2, Leicester 1. This is the Eagle Eye Football player ratings. And we'll start off with Dan. Vicente Gaeta.
I don't think he had a great deal to do. He was never saving that shot, but he didn't put a foot wrong, so I'll give him a solid 7.
Joel Ward.
I thought he done pretty well actually. He won a lot of headers, he got a lot of passes, but he got a solid 7 as well for me.
I'll take Anderson. I'll give him an 8. I think that his long passing was incredible. Marshalled the back line. Great performance as usual for him, and great to see him back in the team, I'll tell you that. Sure. Mark.
I'm going to give Mark a 8. I'll give him an 8 as well. Defended well. Like I said, I think they only had 2 shots on goal, and one of them was a mistaken cross anyway, and the other one was a goal that wasn't his fault. So I'm going to give him an 8.
Tyreek Mitchell.
Tyreek Mitchell, I think he had a good game. I don't think it was as good as others. I'm going to give him a 6. I think he did make a few loose passes, especially second half. But, first half he was actually really good. But as the game went on, he did lose a lot of balls, a lot of poor passes. But, a 6 for me.
I'll take Chet Decore. I'm giving Decore a solid 8. Absolutely incredible. Interceptions were on point. His passing was absolutely brilliant as well. Composure on the ball. And the main thing, he didn't get booked, which is surprising for that guy. Yeah, solid 8. Jeffrey Schlupp.
Jeffrey Schlupp. Admittedly, I didn't think he should have been in the starting 11. I'll admit that I was wrong. And I think he deserves an 8. I thought he was excellent. He did all his defensive duties, and when he got the ball, he drove forward so many times, linked up really well on the left-hand side. I thought, 8 for me.
Ebere Eze.
Easy. That is a solid 9. Man in the match. Scored a goal. General all-round play was excellent. A couple of great shots as well. Tricks and flicks and great passing. Constant problem for Leicester. The whole game, solid 9.
Definitely. I'll take Edouard. I thought he actually had a good game, Pressed well. He had that one point where he dragged the ball around, and if he stayed on his feet, he could have scored there, but unfortunately he fell over. Good pressing. Actually was a bit of a presence aerially today, which I thought was something that we don't normally see from him. I think I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, if he had a bit more goal threat, then he would have got a higher score, but, good performance. Much better than we normally see from Edouard. Michael Elise.
I'm going to give him an 8. I felt like he was one of the players that it felt like the shackles were off today. I felt like he was doing a bit more flicks and tricks, and I thought he combined with Eze really, really well. The left-hand side of Leicester just didn't really have a chance against them. Solid 8 for me.
Lastly, of the starting 11, Wilfried Zaha.
I'm going to give Wilfried Zaha an 8. It's a shame he got injured. Obviously, we don't know extent in injuries, but before he went off, he was problems the whole. Was it 40-odd minutes he was on the field? Had to cut the scissor kick, especially. I don't know what was going on there, but he smashed into the box, caught it lovely. Had a couple of other good shots. Again, constant menace. Only half the game, which is a shame, but solid 8 again.
I'll talk about Ayew, who's the guy that replaced Zaha when he came off. You know what? I'm giving Ayew a 7. I don't think that, obviously it's Ayew in it. He had some pretty ropey shots where he thought he was Kevin De Bruyne a few times, and that was quite hilarious. I can't lie to you boys. But you know what? Driving at Pereira, driving inside, the vision to pick out the pass, and also the pass wasn't clean to put it through on the floor. He actually had to chip it over the feet, and for Mateta to give a touch, I think it was a great goal. 7, definitely for Ayew.
Yeah.
Will Hughes.
I'm going to give him a 7 as well. He was on the pitch for that long, but he didn't do anything wrong. He linked up the play quite well on the left. I thought he stepped into Schlupp's shoes pretty well when he came on.
Finally, Le Bosch, Le Boom, Mr. Boom Boom Boom, Mr. Mateta.
The thumb.
The thumb.
The thumb.
The thumb.
He wasn't in the field long enough, but I'm going to give him. I'm going to give him an 8 as well, purely because he took the goal so well. He's not only the way he curled it around the keeper, but the drag back and turn, and the way he sort of just curled it around it, didn't panic, very calm and collected. Yeah, an 8, definitely, brilliant.
Finally, the new manager, Mr. Roy Hodgson.
I think he deserves an 8 today. He obviously G'd up the players quite a lot. Like I said about Elise having the shackles off, I thought there were several players who felt like they were like that. Eze was unreal today. He was playing in his proper position. So shockingly, when you do that, he plays well. And defensively, we were still excellent as well. It's not like we sacrificed attacking for defensiveness. Both were excellent. He did his trademark, not any subs. I know Zaha came off for half time, but he had to. But he did do his trademark, no subs for a long time. It was a bit nostalgic, actually.
Roy Hodgson.
I want to give him a 9 because I thought the players played with a smile on their faces. The fans had smiles on their faces. 31 shots on goal. I mean, all right, it was a one sort of 5 minute lapse in concentration they scored. Apart from that, and as I say, the little chip in the first half, which was a miss hit. It wasn't. Maybe got deflected. I don't know. They weren't in the game with a Leicester. Defensively, great. Boston midfield, fantastic up front. Only Diana was. We could have scored 3, 4, 5, couldn't we? Easily had enough chances. But I'm going to go for a 9 because it was a joy to come back and watch Palace today.
You know what? I'm giving him a 9 as well. I think it's the team selection as well. The formation was an attacking 4-3-3. It was 1 DM, 2-8, something that we've been calling for a hell of a long time. And it shows it works. We didn't, as you said, we didn't sacrifice in defence to get attack. And as you said, 31 shots is just absolutely incredible. Roy is definitely getting a 9 from me. Done the business. New manager bounce does help as well. Someone that's already knows the club, loved the club, worked here before, and just done a great job, really. Yeah, that was the Eagle-Eyed Football player ratings for the Crystal Palace 2, Leicester 1, and thank God this isn't an April Fool's joke because that would be really cruel to have a last-minute winner taken away from us like that. But as always, up the Palace.
Eagles!